Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am here with Madison Tanner Clark to announce the release of her second book in the See You Soon Holly June series. Oh, speaking of dogs, thanks for joining me, Madison.
Absolutely. Is that a little chocolate lab you have?
He thinks he's a lap dog, but he's not.
That's okay. You know, all dogs are lap dogs. And that's perfect timing, honestly. That is just kismet. I'm so happy.
Good stuff. Chocolate, go lie down. So, Madison, tell us a bit about your second book in the Holly June series.
Yeah, so this book, this is Holly June herself, full name Hollywood June. But this is her new adventure from living her life in New York City. She's still living in New York, still loving life out there. But she's actually taken a little break because she discovered what foreign countries were. And she discovered Paris by going into a bakery one day and ordering something delicious and had to know how to make it, where it's from. The baker said it's actually from Paris, where she was from. And so Holly June got the next ticket out of New York to go to Paris, and there she goes on adventures with her new pal Piper and have a great time and learn a little bit of French while they're at it.
I love that. That's so wonderful. And so what inspired you to make the second book about her going on an adventure to Paris?
So I actually did a study abroad where I lived in Paris for a summer, and I loved it there. It was a great time there. We had a lot of our own adventures ourselves there as well, and it was just it kind of also came from inspiration from my niece Amelia, where she watches a show where this girl is really fancy and she speaks a little bit of French. She teaches the kids French on the TV show, and she always has something Parisian going on. And so I wanted to incorporate something that I thought would interest both my niece and other little girls and other kids, along with puppy dog lovers, that, you know, would probably bring in some more interest and a little bit of culture from somewhere that may not have heard of yet, or somewhere that they do kind of know of, but don't really know how to get their foot in the door to learn more about French culture and cuisine and language and all that.
That's awesome. I have to ask, is it Fancy Nancy?
Yes, it is Fancy Nancy. I couldn't
Show?
think of it. I can't think of what it's called, but yeah, I think it is Fancy Nancy because she walks around calling
Yeah,
everything
my daughter
fancy.
used to like that one too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
cute. I love
that
seeing
was
her all
my.
get dressed up and call everything fancy. So I love when she calls
Mm-hmm.
me fancy too. So it's an ego boost.
There you go. There you go. And so I love that because I do love Fancy Nancy, but also I love the idea of, you know, Holly June exploring and learning about new things, and also introducing that idea to young children, right? This idea that there are other cultures to learn about, and you know, it can be exciting and it can be fun. And so, what is the underlying message in this second book?
So it's kind of it's kind of to the point whenever you read it. So both Holly and Piper are Havanese, but the difference between the two of them is just the color of their fur. And Holly gets confused about as to why that they're considered the same, even though they look different. And this also came from inspiration from my niece and nephew, again, Amelia and her brother Benjamin, where Amelia and Benjamin don't necessarily have the same skin tone, but they're siblings. They share the same mom and the same dad. And it's just kind of an inspiration to understand that although you may not look just like your brother or sister, or you may not look the same as other people in this world, we're all still one. Us humans are still humans. We're still compatible. We are still able to look past differences, whether it be preferences or the cultures and backgrounds that we come from. But to put it in the dog terms, they're still the same breed. They just look different. And at the end of the day, they just kind of Holly June learns to accept the differences and thinks it's really cool that although we're all the same, we can still be so different. And that's pretty much the whole point of it.
No, I like that. I like that. It's funny because I have twins, a boy and a girl, but they look nothing alike. So my son has dark brown hair and brown eyes. My daughter has like light hair, light skin, light eyes. Born at the same time, don't look anything alike. You wouldn't even know they were siblings if you didn't know they were siblings.
That's exactly like my niece and nephew. And it's just like, they're not twins, but it's just like, yeah, they're born at the same time. Like there's really no debating anything right there.
No, that's great. That's great. And so now the book is out on Amazon now for everybody to buy.
Yes, it is. I know the e-copy is on there, and I think today the physical copy went live on there today. So it's very exciting.
Really wants to be in this live stream. Apparently, he heard that it was about dogs.
It's about dogs. Needs to be involved now. You know what? Maybe he needs to just say hi. Here's Holly for you. Here's Holly for you.
Hi to Holly again? Charlie, say hi. Oh.
Say hi.
Yeah. There you go. Good boy. My lap isn't quite big enough. Oh, there we go. Okay.
That's too funny.
Oh. Yeah. And so what's next? You've got some more adventures coming for Holly, is that correct?
Yes, we have about, I think, 5 or 6 more adventures for her. Her next one, we're still trying to narrow down the exact details, but she's going to go from places. I try to make all of her adventures something that either she's done or I've done. I say she because she's actually from Hungary. She's Hungarian. That's where she was originally from. And so I would like to make something, maybe a book about her having a travel adventure to visit relatives out in Hungary. I would like to also do something in Michigan, Arizona, Vegas, and all the different places that I've lived in personally. And so it would just be fun to do kind of those adventures. But I also would like to do one possibly like in Alaska, in a place that we haven't lived in, and just something that's completely different from what we have been experiencing with the whole series so far.
I love that. That's amazing. Definitely something to look forward to. So, I mean, congratulations, Madison. This is book number 2, bound to be another bestseller. My kids loved the first book, so I'm excited to get this one for them as well. So congratulations, and thank you so much for making time to come on and chat with me today.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad that they enjoyed it. I'm so glad that you got it for them. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. And
absolutely,
it's always fun to talk to you guys about, all of Holly June's adventures and what we got going next.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Madison, and thank you everybody for tuning in today. Make sure you pick up your copy of See You Soon, Holly June, Pawin Around in Paris, that is out now.